to make a fuss. Warren Harding, you're the man for us.
Warren Harding was born in Blooming Grove, Ohio in 1865, the eldest of 8 children. In the town, there had been a centuries-old rumor that one of Warren Harding's great-grandmothers was African American, but it was denied by his great-great-grandfather. The Harding family, who were abolitionists, moved to Caledonia, Ohio, and acquired a local newspaper, which gave Warren Harding his start in the newspaper business at the age of 11. He bought his first newspaper, aged 18, in Marion, Ohio, and used its railroad pass to attend his first Republican National Convention in Chicago in 1884. Marion County voted Democrat, even though the city of Marion itself voted Republican. Warren Harding adopted a nonpartisan editorial stance for his newspaper, circulating a moderate Republican newspaper, a stance that made his paper successful and a style that would serve him well later on in politics. Rumors of his family's African American heritage followed Warren Harding from Blooming Grove, Ohio, to the city of Marion after he became engaged to Florence Kling, the daughter of his local nemesis, Amos Kling. In addition to his well-known dispute with Warren Harding's editorial perspectives, Amos Kling objected to his daughter marrying anyone with African American heritage. To scupper the union, Amos Kling spread the rumors of Warren Harding's black heritage across the city and encouraged local businessmen to boycott Harding's business interests so as to financially ruin him. But he was threatened with physical harm by Harding if he continued. The Hardings would eventually be married in July 1891, and Florence Harding is credited with being a driving force behind Warren Harding's rise in politics. Between 1904 and 1914, Warren Harding rose from Lieutenant Governor of Ohio to the junior senator representing the state in the upper chamber of the U.S. Congress. After 6 years in the Senate, Warren Harding will be nominated as the Republican flag bearer in the 1920 U.S. presidential elections, running against fellow newspaperman and the governor of his home state of Ohio, James M. Cox, and his running mate, the Assistant Secretary of the Navy, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Rumors of his black ancestry emerged again, fueled by Democrat and writer Professor William Estabrook Chancellor, but once again, Warren Harding and his campaign were able to dispel the rumors. Warren Harding won 60% of the popular vote and over 400 electoral votes to emerge as the 29th President of the United States, the first sitting senator to be elected to the White House. The 1920 U.S. presidential elections were also the very first elections that women were allowed to vote in, making President Harding the very first president that women voted for in U.S. history. He would suddenly die of a heart attack only 2 years into his presidency and be succeeded by his vice president, Calvin Coolidge, another president with rumors of black ancestry. Other notable achievements of President Harding was being the very first sitting U.S. president to visit Alaska and Canada. The Harding tomb, in which he is buried along with his wife Florence, who died a year later, is the very last elaborately built tomb of a U.S. president.